I was in Honda CBR 929 that is desperately in need of a front tire. Okay, I snagged this guy right here, Q3 off of Craigslist. So I'm gotta pull this tire so I can take it into the shop and have them mount a new one. You can have two different size stands. You can have one on the spools. Your bike's got kind of like pegs coming out of roughly right around here. My bike doesn't have that, and I didn't want to try to add them, so I just used the lower triple tree mount, and that seems to work just fine for me. So to get this started, we've got obviously the main axle nut. We got to loosen these guys right here. Then we got to do the axle nut. I was told there's a chance we may have to remove the calipers, chance we may have to remove this guy, depending on if it'll drop down enough for me to roll it over the bar. But either way, that's not bad. I was told by Cycle Gear by me that I could leave the rotors on, and mine aren't exactly in the best shape anyway, so I probably will. If they were new, if they were, you know, nice galfers, I probably would take them off. But for right now, it looks like it's just. I'm reading one description that says to take. It says to take the calipers off, which would be these two right here. I don't see why that would be necessary though. So we're just going to start and see what happens. Pretty good. Gonna need to tap it, I think. So the axle bolt came out. Now do both of your pinch bolts. That's got some stuff in there. parts out of the way. Should just need to slide the axle bolt out, and then the wheels should drop down. I'll put it right here. Then I'm going to hit that with the hammer to get it loose. You may have. I got one maybe right there. We'll see when it comes all the way out. I'm going to leave the rotors on for right now, and I'm going to take it to the shop and see if they can put on a new tire for me. It's pretty grooved, very grooved. 99, the rear wheel removal and install today. I actually just had this done, the tire mounted and stuff, and I just put it back on maybe a week ago. Not even, so this tire's got maybe like 300 miles on it, maybe less, I don't know. But what's bugging me is that I forgot to give them the 90-degree valve stem that I wanted, which is like what I got in the front. I bought it from Cycle Gear. And I'm going to have them take this out, the shop, local shop, and have them mount me a new one, because look how loose it is. The problem with that is when I go to take my measuring thing, it's not just adjusting the measuring thing, it's not just adjusting the gauge. I also, as I push this in, I have to readjust till I get it right, and it almost seems like it leaks more air out than it whenever I go to test it, more than enough to affect the tire pressure. And I was like, that's kind of annoying, so I'm just going to have them go take this wheel off, and I'm going to have them bust this tire off, put me in a good valve stem that I want, that I already have, and then reinstall. So we're going to take this tire off. I'm going to show you how to take this tire off real quick. Taking it off is real fast. Putting it on a little bit longer, but it's still not very much time at all. So all you need to take it off is a 32mm nut right here, or socket. I only have a 32mm kind of box wrench type thing for right now. I can't find the socket, so I have to go buy one for install, but I can take it off real quick. 84 foot-pound nut. Good. Now, beat it out, lock the axle. Okay. Don't lose your stuff. No spacer on that side just yet. see that? I got the black piece, the better piece from Cycle Gear on there. That is nice and sturdy. That's definitely what you want versus what was on there before, which was real loose and whatnot. But alright, so now we're going to mount this again. First things first, if you've got a bunch of oil and grease and everything, and dirt, you know, clean it up as much as you want. I like, well, that's a little dirty, but I usually like to get it pretty clean. I just cleaned this a week ago, so I don't need to do too much. But now that's still pretty slippery, so I won't re-grease the actual axle itself. I am going to wipe that down though. Your caliper slides in here, and then the hole goes through here, and that's what the two pieces hold it in place. These up as best you can. You see mine aren't exactly new, so they've got some streaked stain that I tried cleaning last week, and that's about as good as I got them. So I'm just going to stick those back in. Okay, that's going to sit right there. On this side, you've got the little bit different kind. These spacers probably don't need much grease, if any. Probably just whatever's on your main axle is probably enough. So I'm just going to stick these back in their little slits. I mean, they slide in real easy, like they need to be there. Just remember the side with the flat end is the side that you is the chain side, sprocket side, where you stick the axle through that way. Okay. Move it as far forward as you can. Get it as far on the chain as far on as you can. Looks like mine goes to about right there. As far as I can do, my chain probably should be clean, but for right now that's what I got. I'm gonna start spinning it backwards. Get the chain all the way seated. Okay, now the chain's in place, as you see. Now we're gonna switch our focus. That's the way to do it for mine. I peeled it back the corner so it was like a triangle shape instead of straight opening, and that way it made it a little bit wider, and then I was able to press it down. Okay. The part where it goes in here will likely just fall into place. The top mount, you know, brace where it goes on the swing arm, and you can see mine's already not moving, so it's already in there. So I'm good to put the axles through. Okay, just gonna line up. Okay, now remember it's gotta go through that spacer, and then the caliper, and then out the swing arm. Okay, take your rubber mallet, make it easier. Just remember this pointer thing goes up, so you can notice your notches. This thing is helping line it up. Screws. As long as it was recently and you haven't driven a whole lot, or your chain's still the same, probably don't need adjustment after only a week like I just did. Maybe if you hadn't ridden, you hadn't had the rear tire off and an entire tire change, so 5,000 to 8,000 miles or so, whatever tire you have, then you might need some chain adjustment. But even so, I would put it right back to where it was, and then with it still loose before you tighten down the axle nut, and then adjust it. For right now, I've got about 3/4 of an inch of play, and that'll be just fine. I don't know where they went.